News and Views. I'm Yannick Muller, and joining me now is Susan Korah, an award-winning journalist. Welcome, Susan. Give us an update on Ukraine.
Well, Ukraine is experiencing the biggest displacement of people in its history, and in fact the history of Europe after World War II. 6 million have been internally displaced, and 8 million are refugees in other countries, particularly neighboring countries like Poland. And the humanitarian crisis again is unprecedented. Lots of need out there.
Is there any end in sight to the current conflict?
I have been talking to my contacts in Ukraine and Ukrainian contacts here in Canada, and they don't see a clear end in sight. However, I want to stress that their morale is high. They feel they've survived a year, and they hope that there will be a peaceful resolution. Also want to emphasize that Ukrainians on the ground are dreaming of not just the end of the war, but of a country that's free from corruption, a beautiful new Ukraine as they see it. Free from corruption, built on human and humanitarian values and democratic values.
What do people lack the most in the affected area?
As with any humanitarian crisis, when people are displaced and left homeless, they need shelter, they need food, they need clothing, and now it's the winter and they need refuge from war, from the horrors of air raid sirens going off, bombs raining on them, terrifying themselves, their children, their pets. So there's great need.
How can people support the people affected by the war?
Well, there are humanitarian organizations. The Ukrainian church is a good place to start with, to send donations. You can support them financially, and there have been all kinds of initiatives by various international organizations of the Red Cross, International Rescue Committee, and the Canadian government too. So what we can do is find an organization that you trust, and I would go to NGOs rather than to the government directly, and ask what you can do to help. And most probably the way to go is send financial donations.
Susan Korah, thank you so much. Always great to have you.
Thank you.
That's why knowledge matters.